Today we are looking at my 70th birthday present. Well, what do you suppose it is? Well, that's the birthday card, that's for sure. It says happy birthday. And what is it? It is the Havenstreet station from Bachmann. Let's do the unboxing, shall we? Oh, the excitement! The rustling paper, and there it is. Let's take a closer look at it on the turntable. Well, here it is on the turntable. Let's rotate it round. Here we see on the end there's a lean-to and advertisements. There's no detail on the back though, except a little tiny window there. On this end is the gentleman's lavatory. Here is the Havenstreet building situated on my layout, and you can see that if you have a southern theme, that this building is good to represent any southern region station. Havenstreet was originally a wayside halt on the Newport to Smallbrook Junction line. It is here. This view shows Havenstreet closely. You can see here that's where it joins the present day line at Smallbrook Junction, and that's the terminus there at Wootton. So it only goes, in the present day, only goes a very short distance from Wootton round to Smallbrook Junction. Havenstreet is now the bustling headquarters and interpretive centre and museum for the Isle of Wight Steam Railway. But it was originally just a wayside halt. In 1926, Havenstreet station was rebuilt to provide a passing loop with a new island platform and a brick-built detached station building. Originally, the entrance to the waiting and ladies' rooms was open-fronted but later enclosed. Similarly, the signal box door did not have a protective porch. The exact date at which these modifications were made is not known. The half-timbered beams were originally treated with creosote and appeared black. In early British railway days, these beams were painted stone. When the Isle of Wight Steam Railway was established, as part of the restoration, they were changed back to creocoat during the 1970s. The whole Isle of Wight Steam Railway is an accredited museum with a Havenstreet station site being depicted in late Southern Railway style. This version is exclusive to the Isle of Wight Railway. Well, that's what it says on the box, so that's quite interesting, isn't it? This model has been finished to quite a high level of detail. You notice these Southern Railway posters here, which I alluded to before. And the window's nicely done with metal glazing. Door nicely. Nice southern green door. There's a timetable there, but it's a bit small, I'm afraid. This view shows the end of the signal box, and this strange structure is actually the entrance to the signal box, which is built as part of the main building, which is an unusual sort of thing. The Havenstreet building is situated behind the platform and not on the platform. But, of course, you can situate the building on the platform. I think it does actually look better like that. And you can see that on my layout with these figures here, that certainly brings the scene to life. I agree I've got the wrong station name board. It says Cowes there. But, of course, you could change it to Havenstreet if you wanted to. The lack of ready-to-run models for the Isle of Wight makes the Isle of Wight quite a difficult subject. This is Ventnor, which of course is now gone completely. In the background you can see St Boniface Down. This loco is an O2 tank, which were used almost exclusively on the island until the last days of steam in 1966. This particular book is quite useful and it contains quite a lot of coloured pictures as well as black and white. Can't find it now. This book, also showing an O2 tank at Ventnor, also contains a lot of coloured pictures, but it dates from a later period of time, later British Rail, just immediately before the end of steam. But the illustrations are all in colour, which gives a good reference. The Bible of railways on the Isle of Wight is Maycock and Salisbury. They've produced two books. One on the Isle of Wight Central Railway, which is earlier, and this one in the green colour, which is from 1923 onwards. So if you're keen on modelling the island, then these are the two books you've got to get. The Adams O2 tank was released in OO Gauge as a Kernel Model Centre exclusive, but the firm that made it went bust, and it was taken over by Bachmann under the EFE mark. One of the O2 tanks, Calbourne, which is the only one that's still in existence, all the others are scrapped, is to be available from the Isle of Wight Steam Railway shop, which is where I got the Havenstreet building from. I've previously reviewed this model. You can see it's quite a nice thing, but it doesn't pull very well. But it's what you've got to get. You want to have an Isle of Wight locomotive on your layout. If you can't get hold of an O2 tank, I recommend you get a Hornby H-Class, as these are much easier to obtain, and also you'll pay a lot less than you would do if you bought one of the O2 tanks. This H-Class runs a lot better than does the O2 tank, just let me warn you.